While 401ks are a great way to ensure you're investing a piece of every paycheck, many don't know if they're putting in enough of their salary to keep pace with their peers. In this video, we're going to quickly break down the average dollar values Americans have in their 401k accounts by age to see if you're tracking to keep pace or beat the average. Let's start with the youngest age group, people that are aged 22 to 25. Most people here are just starting out their career, and understandably, they have less saved for retirement than their older counterparts. With the maximum you're allowed to contribute to your 401k per year being $19,500, theoretically, a 25-year-old that started working at the age of 22 and maxed out their 401k contributions every year would at maximum have $47,000 saved. But I do understand that this is pretty unrealistic for those just starting out. Oftentimes, people in this lower age group do not have retirement on their minds at all. And because of this, the average 401k account balance for someone aged 22 through 25 is $5,419. This is certainly way less than the maximum, but it is great to see so many young people at least contribute something to their 401k in those early years. This number gets a little bit more concerning when we start to look at the median 401k instead of the average. While the average takes into account all the high contributors and low contributors, as we all know, the median chops both of the extreme ends of this spectrum off and lands somewhere in the middle. The median 401k balance for someone aged 22 to 25 is 66% lower than the average and hovers around $1,800. This is certainly concerning, seeing as investments have the biggest potential to compound when they're started early. And if this number was higher, it would allow for much greater wealth as this generation ages. Moving on to the next age group, we're going to look at people aged 25 to 34. Given compounding and more time to contribute earnings, it makes sense that this age will have a higher average value and median than the under 25-year-olds. And this difference is considerable. The average 401k balance of someone aged 25 to 34 is $26,839. The median balance for ages 25 to 34 is also better, coming in at $10,402. This is a 450% improvement from the last age group. The third age group is 35 to 44-year-olds. Americans in this category have an average 401k balance of $72,578. The median of this age group is only $26,188. So if you're in this category, hopefully you find yourself closer to the average than the median. Obviously, it's great if you're above the average, and you very well could be, since if you were able to contribute the maximum amount to your 401k every year, by 35, you could have contributed $242,000 total. And that number is without any appreciation or employer match. So it's certainly possible to land on the higher side of the average if you continue to strive to hit that maximum allowance every year. The fourth age group we'll cover is 45 to 54-year-olds. Once you cross the 45-year-old mark, chances are you are really starting to think about retirement more and more. And depending on how you've saved and invested in prior age groups, that will determine how close to retirement you actually are. The average 401k balance of someone who's between the ages of 45 and 54 is just over $135,000. This is the first time the average crosses the six-figure milestone, which is great to see. The median, however, is still below six figures with just $46,300 as the balance. So you can really see the difference between the median, and the average really grows and grows the older you get. One reason this age group is so important is once you're over 50 years old, you're allowed to contribute more to your 401k. You're actually allowed to contribute an extra $6,500, which is called a catch-up contribution. The fifth age group we'll cover is ages 55 to 64. These are often considered your peak earning years, as you've hopefully had the time to progress your skill set and advance to higher earning roles and jobs. And since you're over 50 for the entire portion of this age group, you'll still be able to take advantage of those catch-up contributions. The average 401k balance of someone in this age group is $197,300. This is over $100,000 higher than the median 401k balance for this age, which is only about $69,000. That's a pretty substantial difference and becomes even more apparent as we cross into the sixth and final age group. The final age group we'll cover is people aged 65 and up. Here we see the real difference between the two. The average 401k balance in this age group is $216,000, and the median 401k balance is only $64,500. Just think about that. The average balance went up by $19,000, while the median balance actually went down $4,500. This is because as you retire, you are no longer contributing to your 401k, and you can actually start withdrawing money from your your 401k. If you have contributed more to your 401k, the money in there is compounding and could be appreciating in value at a greater rate than you're withdrawing, so the balance goes up. If you have a lower amount in there, chances are it's not growing more than you're taking out, and this means it's going to dwindle away eventually. For perspective, if you were to have contributed the max every year starting at age 22 and ending at 65, you would have put $827,000 into that account, which at 8% growth would be over $6.6 million. And that's not including company match. Obviously, not everyone can contribute that much, but it does show if you're aggressive with your investing early and often, you can really beat the average values. Let me know in the comments below if you are motivated to beat the average balances, and please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. That little bit of support really means a lot to me. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.